What's up, guys? It's Jax,
And Max.
and welcome back to week 18 of social distancing from a kid's perspective / pandemic.
Yeah? Is that pandemic still happening? Aren't we
Pretty
tired of
much.
it?
Sadly, yes.
Are we tired
Yes.
of it?
Yes.
Have
very
you?
much.
Me too. You
Yeah.
gotta keep a mask in every car.
Yeah.
Oh my
Just in
god, the
case you go
mask is the
somewhere.
worst part about it for me.
Why? You have nice, cute ones.
I don't care if it looks cute or not. It's just I don't like wearing them.
Yours has Barbies on them. It's like
No, it
it's hot.
doesn't.
It's bright pink, and
No.
it has Barbies all over it.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. I know.
Prove
Stop
it.
it.
Prove it.
I'll need to prove it.
Then
What
you
does
don't
Max have on his?
I have like the
You have like
revolutionary script or whatever that is.
You have like 3 masks. I don't even know which one is yours.
Don't even know.
But they are annoying.
Yes.
So when you went to the doctor's yesterday or the dentist, were you allowed to just walk in?
Yeah.
Did they have chairs in the waiting room all spread apart?
No, but you just didn't sit in chairs next to people.
Okay. Was there people there together?
I mean, there was like a mom in there, but like that's it.
So there wasn't many people in there.
Not in the waiting room. I literally sat down and they called my name and I went back.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
Nice.
But you had to wear a mask in there.
Yeah.
And then take it off when you had your
Yeah.
mouth worked on, and then put it back on.
Well,
Yeah.
of course you'd have to take
I know,
the
but
mask
it's
off, too.
right. But they had a mask on, but they probably had a different. They always have masks on usually.
Yeah.
Anyway, when they're doing that stuff, right?
Not really.
No, actually.
That's more
Huh.
dentist, not
Well,
ortho.
Okay, so you went to you had a doctor's appointment last week, right, for physicals?
Yeah.
Was there
Oh,
anything
yeah.
different about that experience due to the pandemic
Nothing.
besides wearing a mask?
Nothing.
Did they look
Nothing.
different at all?
They
No.
just wore
Had
a mask.
masks, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there's really nothing different.
Have you guys been out to a restaurant yet?
No.
No.
So you're not feeling
Well,
that?
Oh, wait.
I mean, I would.
Like going
But
out
I'm
to
not-
sit down at a restaurant, whether it's outside or inside.
Mhm.
I don't think so.
We didn't. No.
I would.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, it's a different environment.
I mean, I've gone to like McDonald's and KFC to sit down in there, but
But
like,
you
I
Do
don't
they
know.
have stuff crossed off? Like, do they have?
Yeah, it's like every other table.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. It's weird,
Yeah.
right?
Well, only McDonald's actually. I went to KFC with my dad.
Yeah.
KFC's really good.
McDonald's is
Yuck.
really good.
Yeah.
Yuck. What do you mean?
KFC? No. Fried chicken? No.
Yeah.
No, I'd rather go to
Chicken fried
McDonald's.
chicken.
I know what McDonald's has because I worked there. So I know exactly how things are supposed to be made, and I can tell you if it's not good or if it's made wrong. That's why I like McDonald's. But I don't eat McDonald's very often. If I'm hungover, maybe. But that's another story for another day. So y'all had baseball games and tournaments, and everything's been just fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We also have
Practices
something new.
any different?
No.
No.
You don't have to wear a mask though when you're playing
No.
or when you're practicing, right?
No.
Do you see people
Only
with
coaches.
coaches have to wear a mask?
Mhm.
Not for me. Nobody wears a mask for me.
Yeah, they don't. Well, Dad is supposed to, but they really don't.
Nobody really does.
It's because it's the baseball league. He knows him, and blah blah blah.
And
Yeah,
blah, blah,
I'd
blah.
probably stop there because we can get everyone in trouble here, right? For not following the rules. I'm pretty sure. I know that I went by a baseball game the other day, and they were definitely not following the rules. It wasn't the masks. It was more the amount of people watching the game was way more than the governor has mandated. The governor has mandated two spectators per player.
Yeah.
And
Coaches don't.
coaches don't what?
Coaches don't count
No, coaches do count.
as a spectator. No.
Yes.
No, they don't.
No,
Are
they
you
don't.
sure?
It's just like the people like behind the fence watching.
Oh, okay.
So you could have a coach and 2 players.
Mhm.
Or a
Yeah.
coach and 2
So the
spectators.
coaches are fine, but only 2 players per spectator. But if your parent is not a coach, it doesn't count because he's a coach.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, I heard differently. Anyway, But I could tell you straight up, how many players are on a team?
10 to like.
Let's say
15.
15, okay? So
Okay.
you have 15 players. That means 30 players. That means there can't be more than 60 people watching this game, technically.
Technically, yeah.
I'm pretty sure the one I saw the other day had way more than that.
Yeah.
And I heard that there were rules about bats. Like you can only pick up your own bat, and everyone has to have their own bat, use their own bat, that you can't share bats.
Never heard that.
Well, when you guys share bats, do they clean them off at all?
No.
No. We don't even.
That's at our own risk.
We don't really even.
And you probably had to sign a waiver?
No.
Well, your parent probably
Nobody
had to
has
sign
ever
a
said
waiver.
anything about it.
A waiver, signing a waiver. Parents sign a waiver so that they don't hold the baseball league accountable if they get it.
Yeah.
I've seen waivers on your table, so I know that they exist.
Yeah.
My dad probably had to sign one.
I think the parents may have to sign one. But
Well, I don't
anyway,
think that. I think it's just the
regardless,
coaches.
it's such a hassle. And so while we have all of these states that are, exploding in numbers, why do you think New York State has not seen a resurgence of numbers?
Because we're being somewhat safe, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Or if people are getting tested less. That's probably it.
That's a possibility, right? I heard someone on the radio today saying, they'll drive by a testing site and there's no cars there.
Exactly.
So I'm starting to think that people aren't getting tested because they don't want to know. They don't care, right?
Exactly.
That it might be, I just think this whole thing, I'm tired of it.
Who
So
isn't?
have you heard any rumors about how school's going to be?
No.
All fall sports are like going to like spring or something. Like all the sports are all mixed up.
Yep, I heard
Is
that.
it like officially like at least the first half of the year is like online? I heard something about that.
I heard that like I think that they're going to alternate weeks. Because how many people do you typically have in a classroom?
Between 12 and 20.
For me, this year,
Are you in middle school or high school? No.
I think it's a little different when you start going to class every day.
Yeah.
Different classrooms. So I think let's just say there's 20 in a class, okay? I think what they're going to do is they're going to have you stay in the same room.
All day.
If you're going to class, let's say for the first week, I think they're going to separate the kids, and you might be in group A, B, or C. And group A is going to go to school for a week, the first week. And group B won't go to school until the second week, and group C won't go to school in the third week until the third week. But group A, when they go to school for the first week, then when group B goes the second week, group A is going to be online.
Yeah.
And group C, when they go to school, group A and B are going to be online. And then, so I think what it'll be is some kind of version of go to school for a week, online for 1 or 2 weeks. Go to school for a week, online 1 and 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I think that there's going to be no physical education classes, and I think they're going to turn those into classrooms. Because they can only be how many people in a class? We don't know. 10, let's say, and everyone has to be 6 feet apart. And we know that's not the case in schools,
It's
right?
like at least 60 feet for a classroom.
Right?
If you have tables, it's going to be it would be a bigger.
And you're going to have to wear a mask the entire time.
Oh, elementary school.
Well, especially elementary, right? Because y'all pick it yourselves.
I remember tables.
Think about, hold on. So, kindergartners. How are you going to keep them from not touching their face and their mask? How are we going to do that? How are we going to do that?
I don't know.
You just can't.
I feel bad for those that teach kindergarten. Or preschool, for that matter, because I couldn't even handle that. I can't even handle hearing kids screaming in the backyard, in the house behind me. I can't handle
This is the
yelling
reason
at people
we didn't
about
have
the
children.
Yes, I know. And this is the reason why I'm so nice to you and mean all at the same time. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anything have you heard anything about when school's going to start?
No, I haven't.
No.
Not yet?
Nope.
It's almost August. You know what that means? Well, that means nothing because there's no Eden Corn Fest. There's no Erie County Fair. So it's really not going to mean very much, is
I
it?
want Halloween to start.
But by the time Halloween's here, you're going to be wearing a mask. You're going to be going to school, and you're going to have to sit with that mask on.
Yeah.
And you all be walking to school every single day, probably.
No, I want Halloween to start. I want Halloween.
No, but you guys will, because you'll be close enough, right?
I want Halloween to start for Fortnite Mirrors.
Okay, well, you got a couple months for that.
Oh.
Alrighty, I think we're gonna a little bit of an uneventful week, so we're gonna sign off.
Wait.
And I want to tell you, Jackson and Max, you both have a game today, so good luck.
Thank you.
All right,
Thanks.
and it's too bad that I follow
Thanks,
the
y'all.
rules and the laws, so I am not allowed to go because usually there's going to be at least two people there for each of you. So with that being said, Jackson, do you have anything to add?
Yes.
What do you have to add? You really don't have anything to add.
Well,
Do you?
we have another dog with us today.
Another
like,
dog?
Yeah, we already have one puppy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and now we have a black dog, which is my sister's, but...
Because she went on vacation.
Wait, where? Where did she go on vacation to?
She's in New York State, so she doesn't have to quarantine when she comes back.
Oh.
She went to the Finger Lakes with friends. They do it every year.
Oh.
So then we have a special guest here that we've been really trying to make sure doesn't bark while we're here, because she likes to bark at everything that's outside.
So if you heard the...
If you heard this, it's because we were trying to get her attention so she wouldn't,
like, bark.
yeah, and annoy this lovely voice cast.
Yeah.
All right. Max, you have anything?
No.
Oh, Aaron Jackson.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye!